Hi there, Ariel and David and Jaime Tal, Danielle, Leah, and Maya. So I want to talk about a serious subject about anti-Semitism. Much has been said recently about it because of the recent war in Israel, which caused a lot of anti-Semitism. People try to come up with theories of anti-Semitism. So the Midrash perhaps offers a theory. You may not like it, but it's great for discussion. The Midrash says that in Parshat Ballak, you have the story of this king, Ballak, who hires a prophet, Bilam, to curse the Jews. Now, it seems a little strange. He goes to the God of the Jews and wants to curse them, even though Abraham was told, whoever you curse will be cursed, and whoever you are blessed will be blessed, something that evangelicals quote all the time. But he thought he could curse the Jews. And the question is, if the Jews are curse-proof, why would you think you can get away with it? So there's an insight that the Midrash gives that Balak, who also had prophecy himself, the king, he saw that in the future the Jews would be subjugated and there'd be many wars against them. And he knew that these things perhaps we brought upon ourselves, because when God has to get us back in line when we break the Torah and live an immoral life, so he has to bring us back in line with subjugation and wars. And as the backdrop is that the reason Balak hired Bilam is because the Jewish people were marching in his direction, and he thought, how am I going to stop these people? And he thought, I want sort of more of a final solution. I'm not satisfied with just subjugation and wars like I see that is in their future. And basically was saying the Jews are habitual sinners. So God is continually, bringing, tough times for them to try to get them back in line. So why did they deserve to be coming towards me? And he was afraid that the Jews were going to conquer him. Why did they deserve that if they're habitual sinners? And so there was a hatred, bigger hatred than all future, according to Midrash, all the future people who hated the Jews, because he saw that the Jews sinned, and why did they get to conquer me? I'll give you three more examples. Nebuchadnezzar threw three Jews in the fire. Their names are Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. And there was a big viewing gallery. A lot of royalty from around the area came to see these three Jews being burnt up. And of course it was a miracle, and they were not burnt up. And the Midrash says that after that, they all spit at the three Jews. Now what did they say when they spit at the Jews? They said, you have such a powerful God that can do this overt miracle and save you from the furnace, and yet you did sins in the eyes of God to the point that he destroyed his own temple. So they had this hatred for the Jews for bringing upon destruction of the temple through their own sins, when they have obviously such a powerful, true God. Another example is, there was a question asked of Tuvia Singer, who was an expert in Christianity and in Islam. Is it true that the Jews are called pigs in the Quran? And he said, you have to take it in context. They're called pigs because they violate their Sabbath. And the hatred that is expressed in the Quran is because the Jews violate their own Sabbath. The final example I want to give you is a certain terrorist who was interviewed, and he was asked, how is it that you got out of jail? The Israelis trusted you. You told them that you were going to promote peace. And then when you got out of jail, you went back to your terror ways. And he said, I'll tell you, I really believe that. I really believe that the Arabs have no hope of winning. We might as well make peace and live in more dignity with the Jews. But on the last night before I was freed, I saw the guard eating bread on Passover. And I said to him, what are you doing? Aren't you restricted from eating bread on this holiday? And the guard said to me, that's a bunch of nonsense. I don't believe that stuff, that story that supposedly happened 2,000 years ago. Nonsense. And I thought to myself, if the Jews don't believe in that, they don't have a right to this land. It goes hand in hand. So if they don't believe in their religion, They have no right to be here. So we should and can conquer them. And so I threw away all those liberal ideas about making peace, and I realized as soon as I walked out of that gate, I'm going to try to make war again. So here you have it. Of course, there's a lot of theories on anti-Semitism. I'm not claiming this is the only one, and it's very hard to know what the true one is. You know, Hitler, Yamach Shemo, talked about how he hated the morality that the Jews tried to force upon the world. But here's another interesting one to put in the hopper. Hope we can get some great discussion out of this. Love you all. Take care.